Hello everybody and welcome to another LSJ's Late Review, this time for Winners and Sinners. So Winners and Sinners is a martial arts action comedy starring and directed by Sammo Hung and co-written with Barry Wong and of course Sammo Hung. It's a movie that features both Sammo, Jackie Chan and a group that's come to be known as the Lucky Stars group. I'll talk more about them later. Now, mentioning Jackie Chan, if you're thinking this is a full-on Jackie Chan fest, he's only in a handful of scenes. Don't worry, he crushes every scene he's in. But just be aware, this is more of a Sammo Hung movie. The general gist of this movie is you have Sammo Hung and a bunch of other guys. You see them hilariously fuck up crimes and get caught and sent to jail, and they all become friends. And when they come out, they start a business called the Five Star Cleaning Company. And the movie follows them as they bumble around and goof off on each other and have pranks and just have a general fucking laugh most of the movie. The other part of the movie is the plot. And the plot centers around two rival criminal gangs as they are doing dealings over this counterfeiting operation that they want to get started, counterfeiting US currency. And it also focuses around Jackie Chan's character, who's a cop, trying to, track them down and all that kind of stuff. Through a bunch of mishaps and misadventures, the briefcase, which has counterfeiting plates and shit in it, ends up in the van of the Five Star Cleaning Company, and there we go. Goofing off, it merges with the plot to create this really fun kind of bubbling adventure. The plot is sprinkled in throughout the movie, in between all the different kinds of silly shenanigans that the Lucky Stars troupe get up to. And something like that really should have pissed me off, because I'm a plot guy. I like movies to move at a steady pace, or if they're slow, at least be done well and have a really engaging story, characters and things like that. This movie, hour and a half, I thought, alright, it's going to be comedy, lots of action and all that. And it just goes off on these weird tangents, and I feel like the movie bumbles around kind of the way the characters do. And I mean that in a fucking good way. I don't know how to explain why this movie didn't piss me off. It was just so much fucking fun. And every now and again, the movie would be like, oh, you probably want some kick-ass action and fight scenes about now. Oh, here you go. The characters in this movie don't really have names. You've got Sammo as Teapot, other characters like Exhaust Pipe, Vaseline, shit like that, Sis. They've all got weird names that they're referred to throughout the film. And I love the dynamic between all of them. It made every scene where they're just sitting around or standing around, goofing off and playing pranks on each other and just having a good time. I actually had that good time with them. And that's about as much praise as I feel like I can give it in that respect. It's so well done. It's the comedy is funny. Some of it's a bit oddball and fucking random, like the invisibility scene. Yeah, you have to see that one for yourself. That's fucking strange. Funny, a little creepy almost, but still quite funny. And as I said, in between all these bits, the story is sprinkled in to the point where it collides, and you get this kind of last third of the movie, which is them still bumbling and goofing off, but now they're in kind of mortal danger and peril. What I really liked is not every member of the group is a kick-ass martial artist. In fact, pretty much only Sammo in the group is. The rest of them, like, they'll do poses and shit, and they'll start punching and kicking, but they suck, and it's fucking hilarious. Every time you see one of them almost get the upper hand, only to have like a swarm of bad guys just like punch and kick them down. You shouldn't laugh at stuff like that, but this is a comedy. It's a fun tone. The mortal danger isn't as mortally dangerous as I'm making it sound. Despite all the wonderful characters, the comedy, and some of the things that happen in it. One man manages to steal the show with one scene involving Jackie Chan, of course, doing a car chase, but he's chasing his car on roller skates. There's a scene where he skates under a truck. It's fucking incredible. There's another, and in that same scene, it kind of ends with this 50 car pile up. It looks absolutely amazing. So well done, and wow. The action scenes are a bit sparing in this movie, but when they happen, they're so interesting and they're so dynamic, well directed, and just damn right fun. But I would be lying if I said this movie was full of positives. In fact, there is one major negative. And I understand what they were going for. You want a tune that expresses the fact that this is a light-hearted, comedic kind of film. But to have one tune on fucking repeat, oh, it drove me fucking crazy. Shut the fuck up. At least do variations on that, or at least use different music. Fuck. I hate that tune. Days later, I can't get it out of my head. Awful music aside, this movie's a fucking blast. It's bizarre. The pacing it should be anger-inducing, but it isn't, because it's just so charming and delightful. But I'm taking points off because of that fucking music tune. Shut the fuck up with that music tune. Oh, please, music tune? Please do not let that tune turn up in the sequels, because yes, after I watched this movie, I said I would happily watch another 10 hours of this, and there's another 5 movies in the Lucky Stars kind of franchise, I guess. So points off for that music, but still a really respectable 8 out of 10. This is maybe a hidden gem a lot of people don't know, or maybe I'm just the only one who didn't know about this movie. Glad I do, because now I can tell you to go fucking watch it. It's really good. It's weird, but it's hilarious and really dynamic. I think you'll have a good time with it. As always, give me a like, dislike, share, subscribe, all that shit. Follow me on Twitter. If you hear any noises right now, it's raining outside. What are you going to do? I got to do a fucking movie. I got to do a movie review. I do it when I do it. I'm doing it right now. Actually, I'm not. I just finished.